going to start. Let's see. Oh, I gotta connect to the internet. Hold on 1 second. I gotta connect to the internet here. PSI. Share. Sharing. Boom, boom, boom. Hopefully this is coming out okay. I'm going to connect to the internet. And I think I'm probably taking up all of the internet for the hotel. Let me just turn down the volume. I'm gonna put myself in focus mode. Do not disturb. We're live now. Hit that thumbs up button. I have to get out of here probably pretty quickly. Let me get out of the dogs. Let me get into the podcast one. I've got, let me look real quick. What's nice is I'm on my new continue. Don't ask me again on this device. Let's see. Four, 8, 7. Submit. I think I'm good here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I get to watch this. I'm going to take a photo so you guys can see. I need to move this over. Here. I have my AirPods. I'll put those in the photo too. I've taken a photo like an old person. But, so I'm going to do my scans real quick. I can do my scans because I got the new MacBook Pro. We're going to do our core investments first. Let's see. Scans. Apple crossed up. We're gonna scan our brokerage holdings. Apple crossed up. I'm not gonna bring up Proterra. I don't like Proterra. We will do our sector spider cross ups to see where that. XRP. I'm sorry, XLP. XLP, XLI. So those are in bearish territories. Let's see our not owned list. BA, Boeing crossed up, and ATVI, which should be going into a purchase with Warren Buffett's group. Let's see if I want to do any ARCs. No. Let's see if I want to do any NASDAQ 100. Illumina. Do I want Illumina? Could run to fill that gap. We'll bring it up. ILMN. Let's look at the S&P. This thing is so freaking fast. God, I love it. S&P 100. And then we'll do energy. Just Apple and Boeing. And then energy. Let's look at that. Oh, is there anything? MARPS. Tallow. OII. Nothing that I see that I would say Oh my God, we've got to get into it. Let me see how my BABA's up 4%. That's pretty much it. Tesla's down 4%. Tesla down. I don't know why. I'm not even going to look up why. But we're going to do, this is what's great. So if I go over here, look. Oh man. Why is that not? Okay. Properties. Window. Active Trader Pro. Okay. We've got Active Trader Pro up live on YouTube as well. So I've got everything set up. There's your Boyle. There's your TQQQ. There's your SQQQ. Okay, Neo. SOXL, XOSS. Let's do TQQQ, SQQQQ, SOXL, XOSS. Okay. I am going to hit record on the podcast. I could probably just do it on my phone. You know what? I'm going to do it here. Okay. We're going to go back to Safari. We are going to go to our strategy tester. We'll do our main algorithm. And then I'll show you guys. This is crazy. Look at ring energy. Do I want this one to run back up there? Let's do REI. You know what? REI is a great freaking outdoor store. Just because it's a... And I will not be hanging out. By the way, if you're hanging out on YouTube waiting for me to hang out and do stock stuff, I probably will not. But, okay. Let me check one that I wanted to look up. Avaya Holdings. We have a cross up. But I told you November 29th was a key day. Or I'm sorry, December 15th is a key day. When their earnings come out, they could get notified of something big, according to my buddy who works there. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Good morning. It is Monday, December 5th. I am talking to you on a, essentially, speaker of the new MacBook 14-inch Pro. If you want to see what it looks like, go look at YouTube. I'm live on YouTube on my iPad. I'm doing this just talking into a microphone. So I'm looking into my phone to kind of go over this. Nat Gas. Let's talk about Nat Gas. Boyle is getting killed. Let's go over to Active Trader Pro. Essentially, from what I've read, it's a warm start to the winter. Your pre-market, you are down at 30. If this goes below 30, do you buy it? There's the chart if you're on YouTube Live. Let's go back to Safari and let's look at Boyle and KOLD, because I said if Friday, see, Boyle got you out on Friday. There's that button hook that I'm talking about. It's a severe button hook, and you're out of Boyle. If you're in KOLD, you're super happy. Let's go back to Active Trader Pro, and we can look at how quickly this thing is freaking changing. By the way, this is a laptop. I'm running GarageBand. I'm running OBS. I'm running Safari, and I'm running Active Trader Pro and Notes. I'm bullish Apple, so bullish Apple. But Nat Gas is trending down because of warmer than usual weather. The U.S., the rail strike was resolved. The weather is warm, and overall trend is just cheaper natural gas. Don't mistake that the government's manipulating the price for the advantage, which should continue. The Biden administration is even allowing Chevron to refine Venezuelan oil, most likely because at some point the emergency reserves need to be filled. They haven't refilled them yet, and that will take additional supply out for oil. So I'm bullish on all of the energy companies. Natural gas, KOLD, I think, yeah, you had your buy-in. I talked about this on Friday, $12.96. I think today the $17 price point that you've got on KOLD, I think you're going back up to these levels. You're above your 200-day as of Friday, so I don't think there's any reason to think that this won't continue. The RSI is a little high at 60. Again, I day trade these stocks. I don't buy them long term. So, yeah. As far as energy goes, today starts the EU sanctions on Russian oil. OPEC left in place the cuts. They had a meeting yesterday. They left in place the production cuts. China, and we'll talk about this a little bit. China is reopening. Their stocks are freaking soaring. It's all a perfect storm. The question is, will India pay higher prices for Russian oil because it's still cheap? Will China import Russian oil because they're going to need oil as well? Will they just save the money and pay less than what they would on the open market? But they have to pay higher than the European sanctions because the Russians have to save face. It all leads to the story that essentially supply is the issue. So that's essentially that. So let me go down. China, they're easing all of their restrictions. You can check, if you've got TrendSpider, you can check the oil stocks. You can check Devon. You can check PXD. You can check, PXD is coming up next to its ex-dividend date, I think. Or no, they just had it. So you're a little bit down. You're using that 200-day on PXD as their as support. Venom, or Viper, whichever you want to call it, we had that cross up, and it's still going at $32. So, I mean, pick your energy stock if you want to know them. Look at some of my previous ones. I'll put the ones that I've got down. I've got to go over to Safari again. I keep doing that. I forget to go back over. But there's Venom, Viper. PXD, as showed here, we had the cross up. It's down from where the cross up was. The cross up was at 248. I think it got you out right after that. And you're just using that 200-day support. My guess is it's overbought, oversold. The RSI is at 40. You're going to have a cross up here. After the ex-dividend date, you really don't have a catalyst. The only catalyst is energy is going to go up. So I think that's a good one. China, we talked about. Billy is up in pre-market, way up in pre-market. The one that I own, Baba, is super green. It's up 5% in the pre-market. You can trade XPEV, you can trade Lee. We can go over here to Active Trader Pro, and I'll type these in for the live ones. Billy, BILI, closed at 19 to 23. You can look at Baba. We talked about that one being up. You can look at XPEV, which is a electric car company. They closed at 11. They're at 13. You can look at Lee, which is another electric car company. That one closed at 22. You're trading at 24. You've got 10%. You can look at NIO. I think NIO came up in the discussion a couple of days ago from a listener. You closed at 13. You're at 14. PDD, Pinduoduo. You closed at 86. You're at 90. Baidu. That's not, I don't know the symbol for it, but JD.com. You closed at 58. You're at 61. I think most of these have the support levels. If we go back over to Safari and we go to TrendSpider, look at Baba. I mean, 68 and you're trading at 90. I think you're over 100 today. I think you get over 100 on that one. So China easing, Boyle, KOLD, we talked about that. I'll do some other updates probably later, but I want to go over my scans. I got to run out to breakfast, so I am doing a quick one. I will be back probably Wednesday. The big cross up that we had today was Apple. I don't believe it. I probably wouldn't necessarily buy it. I still think you're going down to this 140 to 136, but 147.80 is the cross up. I looked at sectors, XLP, which is consumer staples. This is a consumer staples fund. 67 was the buy-in. This is a secondary cross up. You're trading at 77. That's not a bull run on this chart. I don't know what is. XLI, the industrials, we had a cross up there. Another exactly same as XLP, bull run. There's definitely some sectors going on here as far as the ones that are in a bullish mode. Will they continue, or could you do the other ones? I don't know. Boeing had a cross up, BA, and you have an ascending triangle. 129 on October 4th was the cross up. You're at 182. That's a crazy good one. And by the way, you still have confirmation. It's a little bit oversold, but it's probably going for the second leg because it has second cross up, a secondary cross up. One that had a cross up too is Activision Blizzard. We talked about this one. The purchase price from Microsoft is 95. There's some talk that the government won't allow it to go through. It's trading at 75. This is a secondary cross up. A few days ago, November 10th, you had a cross up here at 73. Not a few days ago. God, it's already December. But 73.41 was the cross up. Another one that looked interesting is ILMN. And this one is a cross up at 218.73. It's interesting because I do think that it's a cross up above the 200 day. So my guess is that this is using the 200 day as support. You do have some gaps here that are below the 200 day but above this level. I don't know that they're necessarily going to attract it, but you can clearly see here right at 221 where this one has started to move up, that you've got a gap. It's filled it multiple times. You don't really have a ton of catalysts for this one because you've already had your earnings. You don't have next dividend date. If we look at FinViz, ILMN, they're not making money. Their forward PE is 72. They don't have a dividend. They're 42% down year to date. But I brought it up because I did want to bring up something from the ARK funds. Another one from the energy sector, just because I like the symbol, is Ring Energy, REI. REI is my favorite outdoor store, if you don't know. But REI, you do have a gap below here at about 238 to 245. But from an energy standpoint, let's take a look at this one. It's an energy company. Let's see what they do. And exploration and production engages in common acquisition, exploration, development, and production of oil and natural gas in Texas and New Mexico. The PE is 2, doesn't have a dividend, so they're putting the money back. It's up 17% year to date. Most recent Monkey analyst downgrade Roth Capital buy to neutral, $7.50 price target. You know it's trading $2.68, and you just got out of a 35% run. The last 2 runs have been pretty good. You had this one July 7th, you had a 16% run. September 30th, you had a 35% run. You make 469% in the algorithm versus 250% buying and holding. You have 24 positions within 1,000 candles. You win 46% of the time. Your average win is 37%. This is a trading stock. 100% this is a trading stock. So I like that one. Crypto UPS man. Let's look at DRV. I'll look at the DRV. This is the real estate bear, 3 times bear. And since we're kind of in a bull market, it looks bad, but you're at 53 was the cross up. You're still in at 48. And the reason you're still in is because that MACD hasn't crossed down, but it looks like it probably is going to cross down. Take a look at that MACD. It's still below. I don't think you have any holds barred on still holding it if you're in it. I think you're probably looking at it coming up back up to this 200-day at 53. That's why I called it at 53. I thought it was a pretty good gamble, but you didn't have any confirmation. You were below that 9-day right there. So you have to wait for confirmation. You did get it right about here at about 52, but it lost it quick. And you know, again, with triple levered, you got to have your stop losses pretty well set on this one. So hopefully this thing comes out. I am off to breakfast. One thing that I do want to talk to you guys about that I will have details on later this week. I fleshed it out with a couple of listeners on the podcast, but I'm going to try and do a 1K portfolio challenge where I'm going to put $1,000 to open up a Webull account so that I can refer you guys to Webull, because I do like their charting in Webull. I've kind of been using it a little bit, but I'm going to put $1,000 in there, become an affiliate, and my goal with you guys with this $1,000 is to trade probably in the private Facebook group that I have. And so if you go to the link tree, just at the top, there's some logos. Just click on the Facebook logo, and it'll take you to the private Facebook group. If you don't have Facebook, I'll try and keep some of it on Twitter and Instagram. But the private Facebook group, it's just a nice private place where we can post stuff. But essentially what we'll do is we'll trade a $1,000 portfolio from now until the end of the year. And if we can trade it, what we'll do is I'll take $1,000, I'll trade around it. If I lose it, I lost it. It's a write-off. If I don't lose it and I make some money by the end of the year, I'll actually take the money out and I'll donate it to a nonprofit charity. Don't have the actual charity identified yet, but I will. I'll identify it relatively soon. I have an idea of what it is, but my friend Sanidia, who I'm a super fan of, has a inner city school that she started. So I think that might be the one that I'm going to do. I'll provide details later, but just kind of think through if you'd like to participate in that challenge. Again, just take a small portion. You don't have to do $1,000. $1,000 is a lot for most people. $1,000 would be, hey, I'm going to gamble this $1,000. No, you don't do that. I do it just because, I can take $1,000, throw it in there, and hopefully make it into about $4,000 or $5,000. With some risky bets. These triple levered ETFs, again, they move pretty damn quick. So we'll take a challenge like that. And again, if you lose it, it's not buy and hold. This is trading. This isn't your investments. Much different. Okay, with that, I've got to make a 9 a.m. breakfast appointment. And if you're on YouTube, you can see I haven't showered. I posted it on Instagram, a house that was turned into a bed and breakfast from the 1920s. And I saw the sunrise at the beach this morning, so I'm feeling pretty lucky. If you have any questions, hit me up on the socials. Real quick podcast, so hopefully this thing turned out well. Okay, let me see how this turned out. Good morning. It is Monday, December 5th. I am talking to you. There's a lot of echo on this damn thing. Essentially, speaker. We'll export it. Share, export. God, and I got to tell you guys, let me go to desktop and then high quality export. I got to tell you, this new freaking laptop that I got, I'm so bullish on Apple. It is crazy good. Crazy. It's so fast. It's already exported the freaking God. Here, we're going to look at UPS, man. Let's see, DRV. Let's look at DRV on a daily. Because we could... And it's just got no pre-market volume. But look at the 5-day on that one. You're in a bull market. DRN is going to be your... Is it DRN? Yeah, DRN is going to be the better one. Look at DRN. I'm going to go and upload this podcast. Anchor. And then we're going to do another Anchor. And I'm going to upload this one. New episode. And then create an episode. This is so fast. And I'm not talking about the internet. I'm on shitty internet. I'm on super shitty internet. It's a freaking 1920s hotel. And the podcast is going to sound like crap. But it's going to have all kinds of echo. But, okay, who's here? Hit the thumbs up button. I got 7 people watching. And I don't know if we're going to take this. We're going to get this. Okay. And wow. The upload sucks. The only thing holding me up from actually uploading this podcast is because the upload sucks. Do processing. Okay, I had 7 people watching, but nobody's watching now. 1K. Put that in there. Let's see. Oh, stop. I want to. It's later this week. Facebook group, part of it. Okay, and we're gonna go to our notes. We're gonna take these. We're gonna do that. We're gonna say this. Boom. TQQQ, SQQQ, SOXL, XOSX. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to title it that. We're going to go up here. We're going to take this, copy. We're going to publish now. Share to Twitter. There's only one person watching me. Log in. Retry. Let's see. Oh, what is going on? Why can't I get into Twitter? I've got to log in. Not now. We're gonna do daily stock pick. I gotta set up on my Twitters. Log in. There we go. I might get a notification. Two-factor authentication. I don't care about that. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're going to Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I hope this was helpful at all, but I have a feeling it wasn't for too many people. So I hope somebody gets something out, but this was a quick one. Tweet. Okay. There was a login from your account. Yeah, you're good. Okay. We only did a 5-minute episode. 15. Okay, and with that, I am going to get into the shower. We're going to quit Notes. We're going to quit GarageBand. This was crazy fast. Wow, that was fast. And we are going to stop streaming. Okay. Let's see. Does anybody, before I go, let's look at American Eagle Outfitters. This one's a crazy. Look at button hook. If anybody's in American Eagle Outfitters, get the F out. Look at that button hook. You still have some confirmation, but I wouldn't take the chance on that one. Exxon's still good. You're out of it, but that's an ascending triangle. You have no confirmation it's below. But look at Snowflake. 151 and you're at 148. So, okay. I am stopping the stream. I will see you guys